Marvelous. Bluntz, you did. It's
Yeah.
you did. Tone over there, you did one half over there. What's good, Tone?
What's
What's
good,
good?
man? Already in the air. We ready to get started because we trying to eat. I think everybody trying to eat. Feel me?
Hey,
Everybody trying to get some food.
we got two special guests today, man. We have two special guests today, man. We got y'all man Torian, man. You know what I'm saying? He always
Back.
to reloaded, ready to go for WandaVision. You dig what I'm saying? But we got a special guest today, Tone. Who we got today, Tone?
Got my cousin Breezy coming on the air. Finally got him on.
Hey.
Yeah, since I think sandbox days, man. So me and him always been like watching all the movies and all the fits together shit with Marvel and DC. I always take Marvel side. He always take DC side. So it's like the perfect balance. So yeah, I'm just glad to get him on finally. I know he a family man. So I gotta give him his. Yeah.
Breezy, what's up though, man?
What's up?
You man? DC man? You DC man? Like you a DC man for real?
Yeah, man.
Cause Tone's a Marvel man. For him say that you.
He go hard for Marvel.
Yeah, I do. So I go hard for DC too, though.
Yeah, I go hard for DC too, man. But I like it all, man. I like.
Yeah. Okay, man. Well, y'all know why we here, man. It's Sunday. You dig what I'm saying? We definitely here for this WandaVision. You know what I'm saying? Review. You dig what I'm saying? Episode 8. It's only one more episode. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start off today. Normally I don't start off. I ain't past today. I'm going over you.
You good?
I gotta get this out right here. I called this last episode. I said, bro, they opening too many doors and not answering enough questions. You know what I'm saying? It's a great show. It's not a great show. Seeing Wanda's origin story was dope. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been asking for that. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you're gonna do something like that, you need more episodes. Cool. Next thing you know, everything like it just is this the act? Is this about to be about Agnes? Is it introducing her? Is it introducing Photon? Like some stuff, like I just feel like they just trying to just like, all right, they just tossing it out. Like it's tossing it out. And we only got one more episode and we still ain't answered so many questions. So that's what made this episode bad for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was really hard to enjoy because I'm like, bruh, they giving us a lot of filler. And they had all this time to give us this. They could have gave us this in like episode 4. You know what I'm saying? And told us her origin story. We get hip. Yeah, but I just wasn't. I'm gonna just say, not without saying details. My overall so far, I was not feeling this episode, man. It's really going downhill for me as far as a viewer.
That's fair. Let's let one of the guests take it away. Torian. You want to jump in?
I'm the opposite. Okay. I'm glad it actually went this way. And the thing is, I knew it was going to happen because this show is a one-off show. It's going to leave on a cliffhanger. This show is going to end on a cliffhanger. Like the next episode is going to leave on a cliffhanger because it's going to lead in to Doctor Strange, and that's the way the show was designed to be anyway. It was always it's not coming back for a second season. So it's like, okay, it's going to leave us hanging. Hopefully not like on too much of a cliffhanger because Doctor Strange will come out to next year. But I think it's also going to have some tie into the Spider-Man 3 movie as well. But I actually enjoyed the episode. This was actually one of their darker episodes. Like it started off dark. Like it went back to the Salem witch trials, which I didn't expect them to actually show that. And when I saw that I said, could you imagine if you looked at that one scene right there on the big screen? Like the sound effects and the visual effects for that scene right there was crazy because Marvel never really dove into the whole witchcraft spectrum of their characters, and they did it in that one scene right there, and it was it was different than how they would show like that particular segment on a different television show. And I did like that they finally showed Wanda's origin story because we've gotten backstory on every Avenger except her. Like hers was like a big question mark. We didn't know what happened with her. We also discovered something about her we didn't know. I don't know. I don't think I want to say it right now because that's going a little too deep into the episode. Okay. I think I probably want to wait until we get to that part.
That's what I did too. Hold on. Say he been waiting. Yeah, Coons.
What's up, Coons? What's good?
Shout out Coons, man. His interview with Colossal Music is tomorrow. It's the first. Yeah, shout out to him. Breezy or Tone? Who?
Breezy, go.
I feel like I'm in between Pat and your man Torn. I feel like the episode the episode was real slow for me when I was expecting a little bit more out of the episode being the second to last episode. I get what you're saying about the one-off, about it's just gonna be one season and it's gonna leave on a cliffhanger. I do agree that it's gonna tie into Spider-Man, and I also think I don't see. Me and Tom was talking the other day about the little my Nexus being theory, and I feel like that'll tie into Ant-Man and the Wasp, because that's supposed to be the big bad for that's supposed to be Kang, and we know Nexus beings and Kang is supposed to be somewhat of a Nexus being, but
I didn't even know that until you told me that.
Yeah, this episode, I feel like this episode could have came maybe an episode earlier, or if they're gonna have if they would have did 10 episodes, I feel like this would have been a perfect episode 8 for this.
You
and then you can say it shit.
Because I got what Torian was saying too, but I was just bro, I just expected more.
I wanted more out of it being the second to last episode is what I was getting.
True.
You know,
Tom, what's up? What you think, Tom?
Well, I'm like middle of the road with the episode itself. Definitely this definitely lends more credence to your point that you wanted the episode to be an hour. If all the episodes were about an hour, you wouldn't have had to put this episode, where you put it, which is in the next to last slot. Therefore, taking momentum away from your reveals and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the episode definitely should have been an hour long, because I didn't know this is like we all said, this is a crazy order to put the episode in, like right before the big cliffhanger episode, like Torian said, because we all know that this show is leading into the Doctor Strange movie, so we know it's not coming back. And I don't know how nobody else expected a cliffhanger, but it was always gonna be a cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying? Because like Torian said, there's one-offs, but I think the reference of chaos magic, when she actually defined her powers, that was cool. I like that.
Yes, agreed.
Like the part with Vision, that's the Vision from West Coast Avengers, the white one.
Yeah,
that's their take on the white suit.
Vision. Yeah, in the background.
Yeah. That was cool.
Oh no, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Nah, you good. Go ahead. I'm about done.
I was know when you go ahead. Continue. I'm gonna talk about the white.
The white Vision. All right. And I like, if y'all don't know, Scarlet Witch, she had a comic in 2015 that redefined her powers and stuff. And she actually described her own powers as breaking the laws of physics and scientific laws. So she breaks all the laws. That's her definition of the chaos power. So she actually defined her own power. And that scene with her interacting with the Mind Stone, I think that's her mother. Like that's her, because her mother had to be.
No, that's her.
Scarlet Witch.
That's her.
Huh?
That's her. That imagery was showing her in the future.
In the future, okay.
What I'm thinking is when she's gonna finally put that outfit on in Doctor Strange. I'm thinking that's when she really goes. And you know what the crazy part about it is? Showing all of the stuff she did in this episode, we still haven't seen her full power yet. That's the craziest part. We still haven't seen her full power set yet.
And she don't know any spells. This is what Agnes said. Agnes is technically here to teach her the magic, but
I think what's her name going? We can stick on Agnes right here. Did y'all like her in this episode? Because I loved her in this episode.
I thought she did good.
Yeah,
I think they did a great. I think they did a great job. Where even what Torian said from the beginning, that was the best scene to me. Like, I was like, oh, she hard. Like she really, you know what I'm saying? Deep into this shit, they introducing a new character too. And just another thing, just shout out to Marvel, all they little villains that be women. be like that for the most part. You know what I'm saying? They cast good villains. You know what I'm saying? So they did a good job with that, man. I definitely like Agatha. But what y'all think about Agatha? Breezy, what you think about Agatha?
No, I liked on this episode. I like the it gave me like a what's like a Scrooge when they was traveling through the Christmas past.
Oh yeah.
I liked it, and I liked how she navigated her origin and narrated, showed us, gave us a glimpse of the past, showed us where the whole sitcom thing came from. You know what I mean? Her when she was a kid loving sitcoms, and that's how she learned English and all of that. And
that was cool.
Yeah. Breaking down.
Breakdown order was cool.
Yeah, the way she, I like the concept of the episode. The episode wasn't a horrible episode. I just didn't like the placement of it. I feel like the episode was a good episode with just bad placement. Because actually, when I first talked to Tony, I had to watch the episode again before.
I'll watch it one more time to see, but Kun said no. He is not rocking with Agatha.
Just no. Flat out no.
Agatha though. In this episode,
you said what do I think of her?
Yeah.
I liked her in this episode because now you really get to see who she is. Like, she's no longer hiding it anymore. Like, it's out there now. Like, she's out there now. Like, you have to fight her now. Like, it's at that point. And she basically showed you, like, that she was scared of this power. Remember at the end, she said that this is chaos magic. You're supposed to be a myth.
Right.
Like, you're creating all of this stuff. Basically, she come off as jealous of her. Like, how are you able to do all of this? Like, I thought I was the darkest witch, and out here to find that the myth that's known as the Scarlet Witch actually is a real person, or the embodiment of the Scarlet Witch is actually real. And that's how Agatha found Wanda when she made the town. It activated something or triggered something in her to go to that town and see what was going on. And then she finally found her. And in this episode, she went and did the little travel back in time through Wanda's origin to figure out what triggered her to get there. And she was like, the triggering points for her was losing her family, losing her brother, and losing Vision. And Vision was the last straw for her. And you got to think, Wanda, out of all the characters, has probably had the most trauma. Like, she didn't lose the people around her naturally. She lost her parents in an explosion. She lost her brother being shot. She lost Vision after having the Mind Stone snatched out of his head after she destroyed it, only to have time be rewound to have it taken out. So she literally saw him die twice. And then she's no longer with the Avengers anymore because they're broken up. So she's literally by herself.
Traumatized. What's up?
What's up, E?
And ironically, trauma and emotions is what triggers her power. So imagine what'll happen when she has her powers under control, what she'll be able to do.
She gonna be the Scarlet Witch. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? Tone said something about the white Vision, Tone. So what do you think gonna happen with this?
So that was my third point in my note with the white Vision. I think that him and the original Vision are of course going to fight. They're going to have to fight, right? Mm-hmm. So I think Wanda will find a way to fuse her version of Vision because she split. She separated Vision from herself. But she'll find a way. My prediction is that she'll find a way to implant that version of Vision onto the newly made Vision, the white Vision. That way, Vision will come back and technically exist back in the MCU. He won't be dead anymore. That's my theory for all that.
That's interesting.
Any thoughts on the white Vision? Anybody? Does anybody agree with Tone? Y'all think that's
it's gonna be that episode, like when they have like the white, because Hayward told him that he was using them to build a weapon. And Vision was never meant to be that type of weapon. At least not in the sense that he's creating him. He's almost like he's creating him to be almost like a terrorist style weapon, which, like, you know what it kind of reminds me of the Sentinels. Remember in Days of Future Past when they made the Sentinels? Remember when they made the Sentinels and they used Mystique's DNA to make them completely indestructible, like unbeatable? Like when I saw that, that's the first thing that came to my mind right there. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the White Vision in this next episode.
I think they'll fuse. I'm telling you,
Tony, I agree with I'm feeling your theory though, because I feel like when Wanda created Vision, when you seen him separate,
they literally separate. Yeah,
I feel like that was like her creating like from her essence of Vision, like a new soul, basically a soul for Vision. So like I feel like that's just like essence and soul that's walking on Westview. So when you know what I'm saying, I feel like I'm feeling your theory.
She made Vision when that started episode. I was like, okay, she turned. She the best.
She manifested Vision from her memory.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
that's why when Vision has saw Agatha in the Halloween episode, he was like, who are the Avengers and stuff like that, because he's basically a new mind. He doesn't remember. He's not the Vision. He's not the Vision from the movies. He's a manifestation. Like he's a completely new Vision. Nothing. Everything that happened prior or previous to this, he doesn't remember.
Agatha Ben knew what's up. That's why it made me feel like this episode was She saw her kids grow up from babies to 10.
I found about the kids. I think them kids will be gone.
Yeah, them. She had both of them like, nah. I know what's up. Y'all real. Y'all actually real. She made y'all. She created y'all.
So, but like, I wonder if the kids are really real though. Like, what are they really real now? Like, what the?
I think the kids are real. And I know what they're setting the kids up for, because I think they set them up for Young Avengers.
Yeah, definitely Young Avengers. Definitely.
And because if I keep forgetting, Jeremy Renner, I follow him on Instagram. He stayed posting his shit for Hawkeye because Kate Bishop is supposed to be like their leader, like their Hawkeye. So you right up. I agree with that too. I think they're gonna be older.
But I think the Young Avengers. I think that's been playing, because we said that back when we saw Ant-Man 1, or Ant-Man 1 and 2. We had said that for our review, because they're clearly setting up the new generation, which I'm fine with as long as they do it right. I mean, you know.
Yeah, John just said that. What's up, John? Ant-Man's daughter. Yeah,
right.
Ant-Man. Look, Torian might know this by now. Tone know this. Ant-Man is my second favorite superhero. So to see that he is the key to all the operations, you know what I'm saying? Literally, man, to the quantum realm, to all this endgame shit, and it's about to be quantum mania, baby. Quantum mania. You know what I'm saying?
Quantum mania.
Do y'all what do y'all? It's one more episode left. So what do y'all think the big reveal? What is the big reveal? What do y'all think?
Doctor Strange is coming. You think, or at least they're gonna mention him in some kind of capacity. Okay. I also think that, you know, that WandaVision, Monica. Well, Monica now she's dealing with fake Pietro, because it ended off in the previous episode, like when he saw her, and we don't know what happened. So she's with him, and her eyes turn purple. So now she's under that little spell that Agatha had Wanda under. So she probably can't move her damn self. She's probably frozen. But I think this episode is probably going to have her kids, Vision, Wanda, and Monica probably fighting against Agatha in the White Vision. Because if you saw I don't know if y'all saw like the previews or the trailers and everything, it shows. Well, shoot, this is a spoiler alert from weeks ago, because they've been showed it. It shows a part where Wanda is flying, like she's in her world and she's flying. I think all that's going to happen, and then they showed a picture of Vision, the twins, and Wanda standing in a fighting stance.
Yeah,
like that. Like I just saw that picture today. So something is gonna happen with that.
I just want to say,
and they said when they saw that picture, it reminded them of the Incredibles.
Oh,
I ain't even seen that though. That's crazy.
All I know is this episode got to be an hour or better. I feel like it's too much to leave
on the table, yeah. Hey, Breezy, do you think it's gonna be any big reveals? What do you think is gonna be the big reveal with a big thing that could be an episode? Torian said Doctor Strange.
I feel like because like we were saying, I know it's gonna be a cliffhanger because it's a one-off, and I know it's gonna run into Doctor Strange. So I know they probably got one more reveal, but I don't really want another reveal because I feel like it's too much already. You know what I mean? That need to be
a lot of doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To at least semi-close them. I know they're going to other places, but at least semi-close the door.
Just give us a little bit.
You know right. You know what I'm saying? But because like you said, we got to deal with fake Pietro. You got to deal with Fu Silver. You got to deal with him. Then you gotta give us something on Monica before, you know what I'm saying? Next time we don't see her is what? Captain Marvel 2. That's probably the next time we're gonna see her.
Right.
We need to know, they need to wrap up what's gonna happen with Vision. Are we gonna move forward with a visionless MCU? Then the kids and Agatha, I feel like it's too much for another big reveal, even though I know they're gonna give us a reveal.
Right. That makes sense.
Something else, but
that makes a lot of sense.
Close one door.
I think Agatha gonna end up helping when White Vision comes, bro. I said I think she's gonna be the good guy. I said I think she's gonna turn to a good guy.
Well, here's the thing. Like the thing is, in the comic, Agatha is like a good person, but she comes off bad, but she really is good. But here's the thing, though. Also in the comics, after Agatha helps Wanda really hone her powers, Wanda ends up killing her.
That's what I said last week. Exactly what I said last week. I was like, yeah, she's going to end up killing her because she took her children away from her.
Yeah, she took her kids. Yeah.
So is that your what you think?
Oh no, I think so. I'm not gonna hold you. I think somebody's gonna show up. I don't know if it's Magneto. Like, I'm just hoping for somebody else to show up. Magneto, maybe.
I don't think it's gonna be Magneto.
I'm just waiting for the fences because at this point, we know Strange is okay. So Strange has to show up, probably, or like a reference, but definitely. I'm just throwing it, like I just think Magneto, or they need like another. You might just going to keep going with the reveals. I would like to see.
Doctor Strange is the more logical person to show up, though. Like, really, he's the more logical person to come up.
Yeah, I agree. That definitely moved up on my list. I'm like, they probably gonna put him in there.
He don't need to be there, but like, a reference or two, because it's going to end on a cliffhanger. So maybe it'll end on one of those cliffhangers like Spider-Man did. When they revealed his identity. So maybe they'll show like Wanda going through like different realities or whatever after the fight, because they gotta have an end credit scene. So I could just see Strange saying, "Come with me" or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta fix this shit.
Magneto, Tony, I don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like
I'm still hoping for the House of M. Man.
No ties to the.
I'm still hoping for the House of M. And I didn't. And by the way, what's her name? Agnes. She said that she played fake Pietro. So what the fuck did she? She was Pietro the whole time. She said that, right?
What did she say that she cast?
Was that
type of spell? I forgot what kind of spell.
She said it was a spell to make her
probability hex.
Yeah.
No, not
the hex, but for her to be Pietro.
Yeah, for her to be Pietro. She said.
Okay.
But necromancy wasn't on.
Yeah.
She couldn't get his body to do no.
The freaky shit. And I think. Oh, one more thing. I think the bunny. Is her pet, like the actual panther, because in the comics she has a panther with her at all times. I think the bunny is like the actual panther shit. I think we'll get to see that. So that's it. Like it might transform into the actual animal that it is.
Magneto and Dr. X, Professor X. I'm sticking to
Professor X.
Now you really going off the deep end with Professor X. You
all this shit. I definitely see Magneto ASAP easily.
Come on, man. We tie Magneto into Wanda because he not our father. That's all.
You did? Oh yeah, you're right.
Pietro. He fool.
So
what's up, my guy? What's up? What's you? But no, but Ultron. Oh wow, that was hey. He said
Ultron show up? What? That's way out. What the hell?
That's not way off though, because Ultron.
I'm curious to know how Ultron would show up.
Out the streets in the internet.
Yeah. Or maybe Ultron takes Vision by him. What was that? What the? Oh wow, he ain't been back in a minute.
He said it's Ultron, fellas. Is that a no? Is we all knows?
I can't see them bringing back Ultron. It's too fast.
Clearly, I want it to happen. You know what I'm saying? I would be obliged to it happen. I'd be like, all right, bet.
By the way, we love Ultron here as one of the top villains. So yeah.
But nah, man, I don't see him coming back, man. I don't know about that one. You know what I'm saying? But I do think it's going to either be Magneto or Doctor Strange pushed up all the way to number one. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm on board with Doctor Strange.
It's just the probability of it happening.
Maybe a number two would be Spider-Man.
You think so?
Spider-Man.
Spidey.
You know what I'm saying? Like that wouldn't be a good one, Spidey.
I don't think Spider-Man show up.
I don't think
he can't show up. I don't even because it just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. He's in like where is he at now? In New York some fucking way?
No, this was right out so the timeline for this is right after the Bluntz before
Far From Home. Yeah, this is before Far From Home.
We got some comments, man. I said, nah, he's not going. He said my prediction is Ultron.
It's Ultron.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
I was thinking that.
Okay, white business Ultron. Here you go. I was a comment, man. So he in it. He said definitely Doctor Strange. John said Ultron for the new Avengers. He may come back then.
Yes.
Okay, so
you go ahead. A little smoke. Okay, what you say, Tori? What you say?
So while y'all was when y'all was talking and coming up with your theories and whatnot, I just happened to like go online and everything like that, just typing in, see what I could find. So I actually just found out that not only will Doctor Strange be taking place directly after WandaVision, but it's also taking place directly after Loki. So both of those movies are going to be tied into Doctor Strange, as well as Spider-Man 3.
I can see Loki being tied in because that only makes sense because he's literally fucking with time and shit, like literally jumping through portals and shit.
Beings.
Yeah. Hey, that's your point though, Bree. That's your point, bro.
Don't it keep coming back up, Tony? I'm telling you.
And Loki had a run in with Doctor Strange in Thor Ragnarok. Him and Thor right at the beginning of Thor Ragnarok, so he knows who he is.
Yeah.
Because
I'll admit that scene. I'll admit that was probably the best scene in the movie. That part when they kept going back and over and over and over again, and Thor was like looking like, what is going on? Why does everything keep jumping backwards like every 10 seconds? That part did kind of make me laugh a little bit.
I don't know about the best scene. That's not be too hasty because anytime, damn, I forgot her name. The broad, what's her name?
Her real name? I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot her real name.
Valkyrie.
Yeah. No, not her. The other one, the one that plays Hell. Yeah.
Oh, Hella.
Anytime she was on screen, bro, was the best scene. But I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah,
I told you. I'm not gonna hold you. I said told, but I'm not gonna hold you. I'm sorry. Anytime she's on screen, bro. It was a wrap.
No, Ragnarok was a good movie, man.
It was.
It went. Thank God it went away from where Thor was going. I don't know where the fuck Thor was going after Dark World. So
yeah, thank
you for Ragnarok, but I don't know, man. We got some good theories, man. Because when the Ultron thing made me think because he did like look at his hand like, did I just finesse? Did I just finesse my vision body? You know what I'm saying? So that's something like, is Hela really dead? No. I don't think so.
Nah, she probably still fighting Surtur and shit. She probably still fighting.
So what are your thoughts on Wanda most likely having been a mutant, like even before she got her powers amplified by the Mind Stone? They said she was there, like she was there, like she and Pietro was,
Magneto.
Because
her and Pietro was laid there for 2 days after that explosion, but the bomb never went off. And she was thinking that, oh, maybe it was defective, but they're saying that she most likely used her powers, but didn't know she had powers to stop the bomb from exploding. And then when she got taken to that Hydra lab, the Tesseract responded to her. It came to her. She didn't go to it. And then it opened up, and there was the Mind Stone. And then she saw a vision of herself in the future. And then the stone pretty much implanted itself onto her. Kind of reminds you of Phoenix with Jean Grey.
That's what it kind of gave me vibes of too. Right. Like it felt like this felt like, okay, they telling the Phoenix story right. This how they tell the good Phoenix story, because the other ones were meh. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So no, I definitely see that, man. But
Hayward, Hayward, he is a bastard. He doctored up that imagery to make it seem like Wanda busted up in the sword and stole Vision body.
Hey, look, I'm watching it. I'm like, she never took his body.
Hey,
I said that too, though.
I was like, wait, I said, so she didn't do that. She walked in calm.
Yeah.
I said, oh.
But see, that part should have been earlier in the season, like a little bit, like an episode or two ago. That part should have been earlier. Another part that they could have put in.
She said,
another time.
Helen probably weak as hell since Asgard done. I was confused. Did the Mind Stone amplify powers? Ultron.
Ultron.
Yeah, to answer that question, the Mind Stone amplified powers.
It amplified it.
And people was questioning, like, how did Pietro get his powers? Because he wasn't there in the room with her when it came to her. And people were saying that, and I think this might be true. They were saying that after, because they sent her in first. And when they tested on him, they believed that she used her powers to protect him. And somehow it kind of may have gotten into his body. And that's where the speed came from.
Now, what if they both actually had latent mutant abilities, and the stone just amplified both of their abilities, or woke their abilities?
Or Wanda's abilities.
Because you got to think, Wanda protected Pietro
from the
too.
bomb.
Like she had to protect herself and him. So
that shit was dark too. All of a sudden, they were just sitting there watching TV.
Yeah, I'm like,
that part made me jump. That part did me. And I had my earbuds. I had my earbuds in too. I had to snatch some things out of my. I was like, wow, that caught me off.
Dead. I was like wasted. I was like done. They just blew up the whole shit. Remember they showed little Tony. I said that was a good moment too. Like that's why I like her origin story, because it went through time. The Marvel shit, because I was like, oh, she about to see that the bomb say stop. This is getting started. This is why she is a demon right now, because of the bomb. You know what I'm saying? So it's Ultron.
I like the callbacks though. I really like the callbacks. It was pretty cool.
It was cool. It was cool, man. So we're gonna go around, end it off, man. We gotta give it the rating, man. Breezy, Torian, whoever go first. What's your rating of this episode?
I'll go first. My original rating before I rewatched it was like a 4. After rewatching it and letting it process, I gave it a 5. I gave it 5.5.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I wanted more entertainment out of it.
Somebody
complicated to get out there.
It do remind you of that. I can see that.
That's wild.
Like, yo,
that's wild.
I was like, bruh, Green Goblin was like one of my favorite. That scene, I was like, this nigga's a demon, real. Hey, so when he
did it he did it while she was praying, like she was she was praying, and he came in the room. He said, "Finish it."
Tobey Maguire. That's why he can be a diva on the set, because his Spider-Man was so stressed. His ops came. It came hard. Our house. And still whooped them. And remember, he still took him to the bridge. That was the worst thing I ever seen a superhero in Marvel at that time ever. He realized put some foams, and he had foams on. Green had foams on though. If you look it up, his shoes.
He had the foams.
Yeah, had foams on. So I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, that's yeah. But he said 5.5. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't really go any higher, but he didn't go any lower. So shout out to WandaVision. You got a 5.5. Yeah. Cool. Tori, what you think, man?
I enjoyed the episode, so I gave it an 8.5.
Oh man,
that's high as shit.
I actually really did enjoy, because this was, like I said, it was an episode that was needed, and I can understand why they put it where they put it, because here's the thing: you have to find a way to keep your audience engaged. They know if they put that episode anywhere else, they probably would start losing ratings after every week going forward. So they strategically see. Here's the thing: people can say what they want about the show, but guess what? That show still gets people coming back to watch it every single week, whether they hate it or not.
Right.
That's a fact.
Every Friday. Coon said go from a 4.4 to 5.5.
You might have left it at 4.
Solo, yo, what's up?
What's good, bro? What's good?
So,
hey, I want everybody in the chat, before we, bounce out with y'all scores, man. I'm gonna get mine.
John started off, before me and Tone give our score, they started off. John said I give it a solid 7.
7.
Bad bitch Agatha was, and still she wanted a lot of power. Indeed, she's like, I still want your power. How do you
need that magic, Mo?
And she can't get it, and she ain't gonna get it. She gonna be mad. She's gonna stay mad. She ain't gonna get it.
She said how do you not know magic?
Right.
How do you know
7s?
Magic?
She shook. I think she's more scared than anything. She shook.
Yeah, she definitely is. When she was up there, when she said that you're supposed to be a myth and that you're dangerous and using chaos magic, you can hear in her voice that she's scared of Wanda. Like she's scared of her, but the thing is, she knows she's not powerful enough to take her out.
Right. That's why she got them keys.
That's why she had them kids. Yeah, what's up? I killed you. You killed me.
Okay, got them on leashes.
Coons gave it a 7. I would say it's definitely a 7. I still got some questions I gotta watch again. And Coons said that's what grief is, but love for serving line. Yeah, that was a hard line. In the when she was talking to Vision and shit.
Vision be dropping knowledge.
That's because he got that shit from Tony, man. He got that shit from Ultron. That's their baby. That's their wild baby. That's his JR's. Real life.
I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, damn, I might have to use that. I'm saying like,
I'm about to get it tatted. Oh my god!
Use that.
What you scored, Tony? What you scored the episode?
I ain't gonna hold you. I had to give it a 6.5. Like it was just mad for me. Like it was just mad. I mean, I like the Salem witch shit too, because I'm like into that stuff. So I think I give it a 6.5 mostly because Marvel's showing that they're not afraid to actually put in the powers. Like we want to see power, especially with characters like Wanda. You want to see their powers. They're not physical characters. So the more that you show that, the more interesting the show is. But it was, I mean, Agatha did her thing. You know what I'm saying? But like Bree said, it's just the wrong episode. Like we should be leading up to this. We should be like midway through the epic battle or the semi-epic battle, and then the next episode should be the final, like the conclusion of the battle leading into Strange and Loki and stuff. So 6.5.
Hold on, I'm gonna read these comments and that's a great score right there. Vision carried the show. Vision definitely carried the show with Wanda. Not saying she's doing the thing.
For episode and a half.
You know what I'm saying? Also do her thing, but she do her thing. We got last part. You said Salem Witch was the best part. Yes, it was. That started off the show. Man, I'm gonna keep it a funky, but we getting a 7. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was okay. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be feeling like okay in a one-off show at episode before the last episode.
Right.
And
you go ahead.
No. I'm gonna finish it off. So go ahead.
What I wanted to say was one thing I do like about the show is that it actually gave more attention to two characters that at one point really didn't get much attention at all. Right. Like people wasn't really like checking for Vision, especially, and Wanda like that. People really weren't checking for Wanda like that into them last few moments in Endgame when she was about to tear Thanos a new one. But I'm glad that they did, this show because it actually gave you an insight of who Wanda and Vision was as a couple. And because they always talked about them in the comics and whatever like that. But I'm glad that they like showed them in this element because they really didn't get that much love in the movies. Because in the movies it was always about Iron Man and Cap and Thor, the Trinity. Like, no one was really checking for Vision and Wanda like that. But I'm glad the show in that aspect did and served its purpose in that right. So going forward, we'll see what direction they're going to go with this show. I'm just so mad that COVID hit last year because Falcon and Winter Soldier was supposed to come out before this.
Yeah. So now halfway through phase 4.
So I'm curious. Exactly. So I'm curious to see how they're going to do this with Falcon and Winter Soldier coming after it.
You said something interesting too about not being focused on like the other movies, not being focused on Vision and Wanda. I'm sitting here thinking, I remember seeing Vision and Wanda in maybe 3, maybe 4 scenes in
total.
Infinity War.
There ain't nothing.
He had an Infinity Stone in his head. I mean, he had like 3 scenes. I'm thinking about it now. He only had like the scene he had the most important scenes. The scene when he got stabbed up. The scene when they was when Sir was trying to get the rock out of his head, and then the scene when the rock got snatched out.
That whole movie.
I don't remember him in nothing else. He was just on the bench.
But those are important scenes, though.
They are important scenes.
No,
they're
not.
You don't think so? What?
No, the last one was important.
This WandaVision was important, which with off Torian said, like, that's the only reason why I think I'm really stuck on this show. You know what I'm saying? This was a big episode and it could end mid. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no expectations this year with Marvel. So I said that at the beginning of the year. I have in my mind the expectations. So even if it end mid, it'd be nice if it end great. I got an origin story that I didn't expect that was going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? With 2 characters that's still going to move forward and do what they got to do. Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I would still get this a 7. You know what I'm saying? It still was mad. And he's going to get a 5 if they don't motherfucking get this last episode right. I would say Falcon and Winter Soldier, he's all in. Pause.
Pause.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right for the be penultimate. Yeah.
Some shit. Exactly. I got a commercial representative. Fast round. Indeed. Yep. So, hey, everybody's ready for everybody. I guess I'll ask you this, Breezy. I know that Torian, are you ready before we go? Are you ready?
Man.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I'm ready. I know Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm hosting. Path to WandaVision. So, most likely it'll be the same day, Sunday or Thursday.
So make sure y'all here for that.
Make sure y'all here for that every Sunday, 8:30.
What you think?
And I want. Hey, we're going. Oh, what?
Because despite a couple episodes that was mid for me, I like the streaming, like the shows. I like how they did WandaVision. I like WandaVision as a whole. So I like the show. I feel like Winter Soldier might end up being better than WandaVision. I feel like Winter Soldier.
It's a lot of, and it's interesting you said that because it's a lot of pressure on this show because it's the first MCU streaming show. Right. So this one sets the tone, and it not only is kicking off the streaming of shows for their universe, but it's kicking off phase 4. So that's even more pressure because Black Widow was supposed to kick off phase 4, but then what happened last year, put that on hold. So it's a lot of pressure on this one show. But so we'll see what happens in the future. I'm telling you, the payoff is gonna come in Doctor Strange, and then we're gonna be looking back at this and be like, damn, you know what? It was worth it. Even though we had our critiques of it, it was worth watching it because look at where we're at now.
I just want to say before Pat goes, I want to say WandaVision episode 9. We should have a mega show, so everybody in the comments. Y'all all come through, we pay. Hey, we pay for StreamYard. You trying to see about 5-6 motherfuckers in here, man.
You can get 20 motherfuckers.
Yeah. So if y'all pull up next Sunday.
Mega show is the finale. So pull up, get your smoke all about this show. But we could be all in here arguing how it's the greatest show, on streaming, or we're gonna be arguing about what it's not. So
yeah, facts.
I'm not gonna watch it till Saturday. I'm gonna watch it 1 through 9. I'm gonna watch
Damn. Watch the whole thing. Oh,
he said got to binge watch it.
whole thing over. I gotta get the full picture. I gotta watch the whole thing.
You're right. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But I don't watch it till Saturday even. I don't even watch it on Friday. I watch it on Saturday and then come on his Sunday.
Friday. I watched it on Thursday one time. Let's see. Fuck y'all want to see it before WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier. They might as well drop Black Widow.
They might as well.
They might as well come with the breakers, drop it in the movies and drop it on Disney Plus, bro. Double it up.
We got Alfin.
Like W.
He with it.
Oh yeah, Alfin. So yeah, that's next week, man. But you know, hey, thank y'all again, man, for coming our guest today, man. Breezy, special guest, man. He came ready, man. He's a DC fan, but was ready to talk DC.
Yeah.
Man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, appreciate. Hey,
and speaking of DC, before we go, it is getting closer and closer to that sea witch being fired. Keep your fingers crossed.
No,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
I thought I read something that she not on. She not on there no more. She not on Aquaman 2 no more.
They got
that's the case. Well, if that's the case, good. Because I told people, I said I will not watch Aquaman 2 if she's in it. I said I will not, no matter how good the first movie was, because the first movie was good, and how good the second movie probably would be. If she's anywhere near that, I better not see her name in the credits. I will not go see that movie if Amber Heard is in that movie.
She wild as shit. Like,
I heard she got
Amber Heard straight like that. We don't care.
Wow.
But you got any social anything, Breezy, anything, or you?
Yeah, she got fired from she got fired from.
Oh no, you got any socials, boy?
Oh, huh?
He said, "Oh,
no, I was looking it up, make sure I wasn't putting out.
Oh, nah, he got his socials. You want to throw out there?
Yeah, Breezy _ Goo up on Instagram, or that's you add me at.
Do you be in the chat with Tom with on Xbox?
No, I'm PlayStation.
Yeah, tell him. Yeah,
man. Victoria, man, thank you, man. You always coming through. I expect you probably to be in next week, man. But yeah, you
most definitely. Listen, the schedule's already clear.
Yeah, we can't wait to see y'all Sunday, man. Like,
no, for
come
real.
back, Chris. Come back.
I'm actually excited because because I know it's gonna be a lot of shit to talk about, man.
We're gonna get wrecked next Sunday.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
So be ready. Make a show next week on Miles Bluntz Sunday, same time. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. Everybody up, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Showing love. You dig what I'm saying? It's one half.
Everybody make sure y'all share, man. Like, subscribe, all that.
All that.
All that.
Peace.
Yeah.